Welcome to your brand new MG4 and welcome to Brooklyn's race circuit, the first purpose-built race circuit in the world. This is where automotive culture started in the UK and made a huge change the way that we move people. The same way that you're making a huge change the way that you move with your new car. We want to chat you through all the little tips and tricks that you need to get up to speed with your MG before you hit the road, making sure you get the most out of your car. My name's Charlie, and I've done a lot of weird things with electric vehicles, and I've made a lot of mistakes. So over the course of the next few videos, I'm going to chat you through all the things to make sure that you don't make the same mistakes that I did. The thing that I love about the MG4 is that it's a traditional British marque supported by Chinese technology. It's full to the brim of tech to make sure that your life is as easy as possible with your new electric vehicle. And with the price point at where it is, it's amazing value for money. We're not just talking about how expensive or how cheap something is. We're talking about what you get from this car. Its handling is really quite up there for something so small and nimble. The way that it converts very little energy into forward movement is incredible as well. The efficiency figures on this car are one of the best on the market, meaning that you use less electricity, meaning you go further. It's really, really clever. Let's have a little look around the car, work out some of the bits that you need to know before you hit the road. So, we're not going to teach you to suck eggs here. Your MG key is very normal compared to other cars that we've got out there. However, there's some really cool, neat features with it. Absolutely, you can unlock and lock the car from the key. There's also this little button on the side here. Now what that'll do is with the key in your hand or in your pocket, will automatically unlock. So if it's in your handbag or in your rucksack and you don't have a hand to go in and get it, you can absolutely press that button. The car will open. Once the car is open and the key is inside, pop your foot on the brake, car will turn on. When you're getting out, just get out, lock the car, and the car will turn off. One of the really neat features with this car though, is I'm going to pop the key just inside here, and then I'm going to close the door. With the key inside the car, even if I press that button, it's going to refuse to lock. So there's a horn peep to let you know that the key is still inside the car. If I then take the key back outside of the car, and press that button again, the car's going to lock up nice and easily for us. So, round the back of the car, there's a button just in here underneath your really quite nice lighting bar that you've got to open the boot. Now, in here you'll find your ISOFIX tethers. This is where you need to hook in your car seats for your children to keep them nice and safe. Then, underneath this false floor, you've got a little bit more storage. Not an awful lot, but in there you should find your driver pack, which is part of something that we give to you guys. You'll also find your Electroverse card, hopefully in a white envelope. It might also be in the glove compartment. Also underneath here, you've got your tyre system and your red warning triangle, along with your towing eye as well. This is if you have a flat tyre, you can at least get off the road using the goo and you'll be all good. There's a little bit of cargo nets down the side. Absolutely, it's a very standard, normal boot. We'll show you how to drop the seats when we get round to the side of the car. So, to bring the seats down, very much like any normal car. Don't do it from the boot, you won't be able to reach. This little lever here, just pull it towards you, pull the seat down. You're probably going to want to know how to charge your car. When the car arrives in the boot, you should find your cables. This is your Type 2 cable, the one that you use at home. When you pop the rear open, you'll see that you've got the Type 2 at the top there and your rapid charging section down at the bottom. This is just to keep it dry. Once that's in and sorted, we plug it in, like so, and the lights will change. That indicates the car knows that the charger is there. Once we lock the car, however, the cable should lock in place. There we go. This means that if you're charging publicly or on your driveway and somebody comes along and tries to pull the cable out, it won't. It will lock in place and stop anybody from unplugging you. Once you're ready to go again, unlock the car, and you'll hear it unlock, then we can pull it straight back out for you ready to rock and roll. Once you're sorted, close your flap and you're all good. When you need to open the bonnet, you'll find a little lever down near your knee on the driver's side. And then just above the MG logo, you'll find that there's another lever which you push to your right. Now open up to get underneath. There's a few pieces of fluid in here that you don't need to worry about. You've got some coolant and your brake fluid up the top there. We would suggest that you never touch those. The only one that you do need to touch is your washer fluid down here. So other than electricity, that's the only thing you need to add to your car. So this is the inside of your MG4. There's a lot of things that are going on in here, but it should be nice and easy and simple once we've got it sorted. First things first, down on the right hand side of your seat are some buttons for moving it backwards, forwards, up and down. And sometimes you may even have an old school pull bar to get yourself nice and forward. If you're in the car and you want to just drive away, you pop your right foot on the brake, the car will power up. Once it's there, we're able to select which gear we're going into on the system here. Turn it towards you clockwise to go into drive and anti-clockwise for reverse. Popping into the middle will pop you into neutral, but again, you should never really use that. Press P, pull the park brake, and you're all into park for me. This is your main screen on your car. Now, you've got Apple CarPlay and Android Auto in there, but we're not really going to show you too much of how to use this because you should be jumping in and having a play. But some of the things that are really important are your settings, which are in here, connecting you to your Bluetooth and other things as well. You also have the ability to lock the car from in there. And then also some driver settings in here as well. For most of the time, you may want to play with the energy recovery here and also with the energy saving mode. What the energy recovery will do is in strong, when you lift off the throttle, you're really going to slow the car down with that regeneration, popping that energy back into the batteries. With it in weak, you're going to recover less energy, but you're going to roll a little bit better down the road. So you'd maybe want to use that on the motorway. Finally, in energy saving mode, the car's going to cut some stuff. It's not going to run the air conditioning quite as hard or the heater quite as hard. Try and recoup some of that energy and keep you going. Everything is fairly self-explanatory. You have some buttons on the dashboard. You've also got some buttons on the steering wheel here for accessing things like MG Pilot and other stuff, which is basically like lane holding and stuff that we don't really need to worry about. One of the main things though that we do want to have a look at is on the home screen, you've got your charging system right here. So we're going to have a look into the charging and you can see this is where you can set how much energy you want to charge up to. We normally recommend 85% for most things. However, one of the big things that we offer is Octopus Go and Intelligent Octopus. Now, if you're on Intelligent Octopus and you're in your scheduled charging, you want to make sure that your scheduled charging is turned off so the car will charge up the moment you plug it in. If you're on Octopus Go, what you want to do is set yourself to charge between 12:30, so 12:30, which is going to take a while to get to. We blew right by it there. 12:30 to 4 a.m. or 4:30 a.m. And that's going to give you that real cheap energy overnight, letting you charge your car up on the greenest of energy on the grid as well. We can pop that away and then you're all good to go. I'm going to turn that back off because this car doesn't belong to me. So we're all good there. Normally you've got your stalks here. There's a nice little roller thing here. If you keep your lights in auto, you're all good. And on the right hand stalk there, you've got your window wipers as normal. A lot of the beauty of this MG is that it just happens to be electric. It should feel very normal with everything else that's going on inside the car. So there you have it, your new MG4. It's so like a normal car, it should feel really simple for getting in. It just happens to be electric. But sometimes you just need to know where to look and how to get things done. That's one of the things I love about this car, is it should slot into your life really easily and well. But if you still have any questions, let us know. Get in touch and we'll absolutely get you up to speed.